Welcome to the OtakuCast. I'm your host, Angel's Calamity, and we're here to entertain you. I have a small YouTube channel at youtube.com/angels_calamity. Check me out for some fun Let's Plays and look, some interesting videos in the future. Everyone's a pervert, just saying. And here's my host, Directionally Challenged.
Hi, I'm Directionally Challenged. I just made this.
That's amazing.
It's a little chopper. It's a little
cute.
robot. Yeah.
Yay.
I know. It's One Piece.
Excellent.
I told you. It'll never happen. Every time. I find a way.
It's fine. It's fine. Dog in a burning house beam. This is fine. This is fine.
He's cute. He's so cute.
Anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and we got some fun stuff we're going to talk about today.
It's 5 days till Christmas!
Yes!
Yeah!
Yes, it is!
And thanks to Voldemort, you don't have to deal with the worst part of Christmas.
Well, a lot of people still do. Unfortunately. Chase in chat says, ew, Christmas! Look, don't be a bah humbug. I mean, I'm kind of a bah humbug too anyway. What's our first news story, DC?
Yeah, let's talk about some news.
I guess I can talk about the first news story if you want.
I was going to talk about something, because I'm going to steal it from you, since I know you probably want to talk about it. Did you know that the Beastars manga creator is going to create a new manga series called Bota Bota?
Rude. Yes, indeed, and everyone should know Beastars by now, as I'm finding the right tab to talk about. There we go.
You have not stopped talking about Beastars, we know.
Look, it's really good, but it'll be launching in weekly manga Garaku on December 25th, Christmas Day.
So, Christmas Day!
Yay! Well, not as much is known about the new series. The new series is titled Bota Bota. Itagaki gave us a preview of the lead dangerous character in a special illustration.
The lead character, dangerous.
Tomato. I don't know what's going on with that.
Tomato juice.
In like one of those reusable cups though? Like who just gets a cup that says tomato?
I don't know. Well, maybe she likes tomato juice. Why are you judging her?
Where's her nose? That's my next question.
So Bota Bota is going to have a 34-page spread when it first starts. So it's going to be 34 pages long. It's going to have a color page, which is pretty cool, but it's only going to run for a limited time in the weekly manga magazine, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens.
And the article goes on to talk about how popular Beastars is, but we all know how popular Beastars is, so,
Yes, so this is going to be cool. We'll see what happens since we know literally nothing about the manga.
Like, nothing at all. But it's got to be good, I mean, right? Anyway, our next news story is met with a lot of dread. Netflix is developing a live-action Yu Yu Hakusho series. Yes.
Question.
Answer.
What has Netflix done that's live action, that's anime, and good? If you answered nothing, you're correct.
Yeah, nothing. Indeed, nothing.
I mean, I grew up on Yu Yu Hakusho. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's an amazing anime. The story behind the mangaka of Yu Yu Hakusho, based. Dude was told by Shonen Jump how he was gonna end his manga, and he said, "No, I'm not." And they're like, "Well, we'll fire you," and he said, "All right, I quit." Like the mic drop cojones on this man, and then he does Hunter x Hunter, and they just let him get away with anything. Dude takes hiatuses. He doesn't submit chapters. He just can do whatever he wants because they know he will walk away.
I mean, that's pretty.
You gotta respect that. You gotta respect that.
Yeah, that's true. And Netflix is developing a live-action series based on Yoshihiro Togashi's Yu Yu Hakusho, out of the action series to be released back in the 1990s. One of the biggest franchises that is still a major hit with fans is Yu Yu Hakusho. I have never seen it. But
you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho?
Look, I've seen a couple episodes back when I was playing like on Adult Swim.
It's so good. It's so good, and you gotta watch the dub. This is one thing I'll say: you gotta watch the dub because I love Kuwabara's voice, and I just love him shouting "Urameshi!"
Okay.
Great. It's great.
But
yes.
But look,
So
look, there's a lot of people that are not keen for this, obviously, because of
no.
the fact that it's live action. But
Yeah.
so, there's not any other details about the project at this time, outside the fact it'll be released around the world at the same time, and it will feature Kazukaka Sakamoto, a Greco Devilman Crybaby, as executive producer, and Teru Mori as producer. Now look, Gretzko, have you ever seen that? It's very entertaining, and Devilman Crybaby is really good. So look, I mean, there's a very slim chance it might be good.
Here's the thing though. Anime, not live action. Netflix's foray to the live action has not been good at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well,
Yeah.
it could be a first. It could be the first live action that Netflix does, right?
I really doubt it. I mean, Warner Brothers did a great job with Rurouni Kenshin, and Netflix should just step away and let Warner Brothers Japan handle it, because Warner Brothers Japan knows what they're doing.
Yeah, true. But anyway, let us know in the comments if you guys are excited for this, or you're kind of like, it's gonna be crap, just like everything else.
It's gonna be crud. So,
crap is okay to say.
Guess what else? Speaking of live action, not only is Demon Slayer getting a stage play, not only is My Hero Academia's stage play coming back in 2021, but Haikyuu is also getting a stage play, which is the boys volleyball manga. It's weird. I don't understand it. I don't care about sports. But yes, so we've got 3 stage plays coming back. I believe the Yu Yu Hakusho stage play is also going to come back in 2021. So there's a whole bunch of musicals and stage plays that are coming back. And it's really weird, but Japan does a ton of anime stage plays. Like, a ton. You can find them on, there was Bleach the Rock Opera, which I have to say was pretty good.
That just sounds awful. I'm sorry.
It does, but it's really good. And I don't know why. There's just something about it that's really good.
The Demon Slayer one's going to come in summer 2021, and the My Hero Academia just says 2021.
Yep, it's just going to come out in 2021. And
Haikyuu says between March and May 2021.
So, spring into a little.
Okay. I gotta say, Demon Slayer and My Hero is one thing, but trying to do a basketball-like stage play seems more difficult than...
I don't know, man. It seems like it'd be pretty easy. You just need actors who can vaguely play basketball or vaguely play volleyball, whatever sport.
Look, you're right. But I don't know.
That's all you really need.
I have actually not seen any of these any anime stage plays, so I have no...
I'll send you some scenes from Bleach the Rock Opera. It's very interesting.
That'd be great. And our last news story of the day is perhaps the most upsetting. Is
Chase says, "You ever seen High School Musical, Angels?"
I have not actually seen High School.
Oh, you should watch it. I'm not gonna. And you know what? That's great. You brought that up, because as much fun as the High School Musical songs are, Angels, why can't we sing them?
We cannot sing them because of new DMCA trends. There's a Stop DMCA trend going on Twitter, and because they're trying to push a bill through that would pretty much make any DCMA violations a felony.
Now,
jail time.
Do you know why that is the BS?
Tell us why it is the BS.
Because people already abuse false DMCA strikes. People already abuse the copyright system. We know this, especially being on YouTube, being creators. We've experienced these DMCA things. And I don't know if you've personally ever tried to fight it, but I've tried to fight it on YouTube, and there is no way for me personally to do anything about getting one. I can't go, look, I got a strike once for using the free music from YouTube's free music library. It was their music that they said is copyright free, and I got a DMCA on it. How is that even possible?
The Overcooked game, if you've ever played Overcooked, literally when you start the game, it says, use this footage and music and use the whole game however you want it, creators. I have a strike on it. Well, like a claim.
Yeah, because there are people that will file these false claims saying that, oh, you're using my material, even though it's not theirs to copyright in the first place. And we don't have the tools to fight that. Because there's nothing in the like, oh, hey, why do you disagree with this assessment? There's nothing to state. It's allowed. It's not copyrighted. There's nothing really to say that. And so this bill would be sending potentially thousands of people into prison with a felony charge, which if you don't know, that removes your ability to vote. That removes your ability to own a firearm. That removes your ability to hold a really decent job over a freaking false strike. Can you imagine?
And then there's a Twitter post here in this news article by Charlie that says, imagine going to jail because you played Call of Duty on stream and someone was playing Billie Eilish over the mic in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't control other people.
Yeah, think about that. There's going to be, like, the way trolls are on the internet in general, like how trolls act online, they don't care. And if they think, oh, dude, I'm playing with a streamer, all I have to do is, I could just sing a song over the mic and be like, ha ha ha, you going to prison.
Yeah.
Like, that's so messed up.
It is. It's awful. That's just the worst. And Twitter stated, well, just make sure you don't use copyrighted material. It's not that easy. Everything's copyrighted.
Yeah. Now, guess who's behind this? Sony, Universal, NBC, Comcast, the Television Association, Time Warner Music, Salem Media Group, and you know who else I'm pretty sure is behind it? Disney, because Disney loves that. Disney copyrights so much stuff.
Yep. So, word is that they went in to vote on it yesterday, and I have not been able to find any information.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet.
Whatsoever.
So
I was hopefully next week searching the internet, nothing. So
yeah, hopefully next week we got some more news for you on this.
Hopefully,
because this is something that
they want to take the money that all these streamers are making for themselves, and
that's not even taking the money. That's removing any chance of there ever being money from this.
That's true.
This is gone.
Yeah, but we can move on to our happier topic today, which is
something to make. Yeah, something to make people cheer up. So the coolest monsters from anime.
There is a lot. Now, just like our coolest openings, we're going to have to maybe touch on this one in a later season again because there's just too many.
Oh, there's tons. There's tons of really cool ones.
Such a hard time deciding. I really did. And look, give us your first one, DC. Just do you have a particular order, or you just?
No, I don't have a particular order, but I do want to talk about maybe some not as well known ones, and then we'll get into the. I want to talk about the level 3 Akuma from D. Greyman.
Level 3 Akuma, you say?
So if you don't know it, in D. Greyman, there's these Akuma, which are demon machines basically, and they're given souls by their loved ones who wanted to bring them back to life through the why can't I remember his name right now? Dark Baron guy. Anyways,
it's been a long time since I've seen
yeah. So it's still ongoing, by the way. I remember, the main character has Crown Clown, but the Akuma, as they kill more people, they grow in power and grow in level, and they culminate in like level 4. But level 4 just looks like a weird demon angel baby, and that's not cool. It's freaky, which we can do creepiest anime monsters, and that's number 1 on my list. But the level 3 Akuma all have their own special abilities, and just look at it. It looks awesome.
It does look pretty cool.
You've got the helmet, the metal armor, you've got the sharp demon teeth, the hair. It's just
Daddy.
It's awesome. That's why it's on my list, because when the whole point of this is we're talking about cool, and just it breathes cool. And when you see them fight, they're just they're just taking out armies like it's nothing. And that again is awesome. It's everything that you want from a bad monster. You
Jason
want
Chat
power.
says, take a shot every time Angel says daddy. Look, don't at me.
No,
like
don't.
This.
You'll die.
Don't at me like this.
Don't do that. You'll die. But yeah, the level 3 Akuma, just they can fly. They've got their own personalities. Like they all have their own little quirks and personalities, and they all have like even little color variations between them. There's some differences. But I love their power, their attitudes. Like I also just love whenever an Akuma is created and the bear, like the evil bear, is like "Happy birthday." Those are fun. I just love the Akuma. They're great monsters.
That is pretty cool. I've always intended to watch D Gray Man.
It's good.
I watched a couple episodes of it a long time ago and enjoyed it. But yeah, so my first one in no particular order is Alucard from Hellsing.
Alucard. I mean, you just got rid of like the coolest monster at the start.
No,
like,
no,
you
no,
don't build to Alucard.
No,
Come on.
No. Look,
you build to Alucard.
Alucard is awesome. Don't get me wrong.
Alucard.
I want to start off spicy.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Atomic Missy.
Hello, glad you could join us.
Look, come on though, Alucard. Like even in the abridged series, Alucard breathes awesome. Like just everything about him.
Look, I have a lot of cool monsters, and Alucard is a bad butt all the way through. All the way through.
Just, compared to any other monster, though, nothing's cooler than Alucard. He's got the coat. He's got the hat. He's got the gat. I mean, come on.
We are talking monsters, and as far as monstrous goes, Alucard is a vampire. He's very humanoid looking. I have ones that are a little bit more monstrous. Now I know Alucard's got his demons. You know,
he is a demon.
He's a sexy, shape-shifting, you know, and then, you know, he's fierce and cruel and egotistical. He taunts and he bullies and he belittles his enemies and he messes with them. And, you know, and he's like, oh, I'm wounded. You've cut off my head. Oh, no. And then he's fine. And I love it. I love his power play that Alucard does.
Especially, I keep thinking back to the abridged series where it's like, I cut off his head, and he's like, well, that's steps 1 through 3. What about 4 through 13? You know, just like. And spoilers. I'm sorry, spoilers.
No, it's okay.
Alucard also has how many souls inside of him from the amount of people he's just drank and eaten?
So many.
So many. Like, the dude can summon armies.
Yeah, he summons the Baskerville Hound. That was one of the few manga that I've read from beginning to end was Hellsing.
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
And look, he might be some amazing bad butt vampire boy, but he also has like tender moments with Saras, and it's tender for Alucard. Saracen.
I mean, it's tender for Alucard. He's still a monster. Like, he's 100% monster. There's even vampires call him a monster. Like, that's how much of a monster he is. When other monsters call you a monster, you're the king of monsters.
He really is.
Which, ironically, none of us actually have the actual king of monsters on our list.
How do you know? I mean, obviously you know, but
we don't have Godzilla. Nobody has Godzilla. We both know
look.
this.
You're right, because there's so many cool. Like, Godzilla is a cool monster, but there's so many that's cooler than him. Like that.
I know.
You're not going to see Sebastian on this list of mine, and Sebastian's amazing, but even though he's a demon, we don't really see his monstrous side.
He is one heck of a butler, though.
He is.
And we're not doing cutest monsters because that'd be Chopper.
Is Chopper's a deer?
I know. The joke is that he was called a monster when he was a child.
Poor thing.
You gotta understand the
you know, is that comedy or is that just bullying?
It's comedy to me.
Okay. Well, what's your second choice?
I want to choose. I'm gonna go with the Flame Demons from Fire Brigade, or the Flame People.
The Flame People? Fleeple?
Okay. Do you know anything about Fire Brigade of Flames?
Is that
All
a
right.
Fire Force?
Yes, it's also known as Fire Force. The manga is called Fire Brigade of Flames.
I have seen like 3 episodes of it, and I do enjoy what I've seen. I just have too many projects right now.
Oh man! So people
Tell me.
in the manga and in the anime, people just kind of combust and turn into flame demons, and the Fire Force or firefighters have to stop them. But when you see the flame people, they're awesome. Not all of them look the same. Not all of them look like the image shown. This is specifically a one called Doppelganger, or the Flame Demon, that just looks so cool.
Biohazard
so
in chat says Chopper is the cutest monster. Fire Force, yes, and Infernals is what they're called.
In the anime, I think they're called Infernals, but in the manga, they're called something else. It's weird. But he's okay. So there's one that's not shown because I couldn't find an image of him from the anime, but he is a flame person that has a hood and a freaking scythe, and just like they're all so cool. And I know that's weird because they all use fire, so they inherently can't be cool. They're hot, but just like watching it, just their raw power, their ability to just breathe fire. The fact that they're like the black with red glowing, the eyes that glow, the flames, the big old monster teeth and smiles. I
have managed to tangle my cord around my foot. I'm currently untangling myself. Sorry.
Thank you for just destroying my cool little rant about how awesome fire demons are. And like, can we just be honest here? Of all of the elements, 2 of the elements are the coolest, and that is fire and lightning. Like, out of everything that anyone can control, the coolest power to have is fire or lightning. Like, we can just be honest about this, right?
Yeah, for sure. Fire and lightning are the coolest.
If you're just a dude covered in flames, that's awesome. And that's probably why people like Todoroki or Endeavor, is because they're just dudes covered in flames, and that's awesome.
I love how you didn't mention Bakugo.
Well, Bakugo isn't flames. Bakugo is explosions. Now, explosions are also cool,
you're right.
but Bakugo cannot be the coolest because he doesn't look away from the explosions.
Atomic
and
as
we all know,
she loves Fire Force, and Bio says Shurna and Benimaru are my favorite, and Princess Havana can crush me like gravel.
Arthur. It's Arthur with his plasma sword. I like Arthur because his ability is based off of how diluted he is. It's really weird. The more delusional he is, the stronger he gets.
Yeah, so
it makes no sense.
That's weird. Awesome. That's weird. I'm kind of weird about, but it sounds good.
Chases, I do be right. Fire is awesome.
The Night King Biohazard also mentioned. Look, I intend to watch Fire Force, so please no major spoilers.
I'm not giving you major spoilers. I'm just giving you some awesome stuff.
I'm talking to the chats, the comments as well.
You should check it out. It's really awesome. You'll probably really like the fire people. You really like a lot of the characters. I do like Arthur. Like, as much as Arthur's like ability makes no sense, I love the little guy because he's so deluded. He's just so delusional, and I love him for it. I love him for it.
I don't know.
He's so great. But the monsters in that anime, the designs are just
what
so
I saw
cool.
of it was really neat. I was enjoying it. As weird as it sounds to have like a firefighters anime, but there's supernatural elements in there that keep me
Yeah, that's the whole point. I don't know why I love their design so much either. It's such a simplistic design, but that's sort of what leads it to be so awesome and so cool, is the simplicity of it. It's bare bones of what you need. You don't need all of this like frivolous stuff added onto a creature to be cool. And that's sort of what these designs prove, is you can be awesome with the bare minimum.
That's cool. That is cool. My next one is an awesome character. And look, you're going to at me. I know you are. It's Toru from Miss Kabayoshi's Dragon Maid. And look,
heavily disagree that it's cool.
I think she's the coolest. she's just a sweet little lonely dragon. Look,
That's
a dragon.
not cool.
But you don't think a dragon is cool?
A sweet lonely dragon that turns into a maid girl is not cool.
Look, there's a lot of dragons out there, a lot, and I had to choose Toru because she's just the coolest. I think she's just so sweet and cute.
Here's your problem.
And Princess Habanai.
Here's your problem. You've said sweet and cute, which inherently are uncool.
Okay, no, they're not. You can be cool.
Yes, they are. You can't be cool and cute. It's impossible.
Yes,
no, they're polar opposites. No, you can't be cool and cute. It's impossible.
Rude.
No,
rude.
That's just not how it works.
Either I'm cool or I'm cute. There's no in between.
Cool and cute, because the cute personality is completely the antithesis of the cool personality.
Well, why you gotta look? I think Toru is cool because. Look, drunken Kabayoshi is
you only think she's cool because of dragon.
Look,
if you removed like the ability to become a big dragon,
wouldn't be a thing. The show wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't. Like that's the whole point of the show.
Yeah, which is why it's not cool. Not cool dragon.
Look, there's a lot of cool dragons out there. Okay,
Smog is a cool dragon.
Smog is not an anime, and I've never seen those movies, so...
No, but Smog is... See, look, even Bio says she's cute. Cute is not cool!
Look. She can be both, okay? You can be cool and cute.
Nah.
Yes.
No, Chopper is not cool. Chopper is the opposite of cool. Chopper is the furthest from cool. Chopper has no chill, and he's adorable, yes, but not cool.
Anyway. She finds a dragon and she's injured and she pulls a sword out of her side. And look, as you can see, Toru has two different forms. She has big scaly dragon, which is like I think on this side, yeah.
Yes, Bio. I love Chopper as well. He's
and then she's got the human form on this side, and. The thing I find cool about her is her devotion, even though like she has no idea how to take care of a human being. She's just like, I love you and you saved me, so I am now going to take care of you. She like looks Kabiyoshi's clothes clean.
That is sweet, not cool.
If I had a dragon taking care of me, that'd be pretty cool.
Nah. It all depends. It all depends on the dragon.
No. If you had a dragon taking care of you in the way that Toru does to Kabayoshi, that would be pretty cool. Tell me I'm wrong.
Not as a cutesy human. No, it's not cool anymore.
You just want to argue with me. You just want to argue with me.
There is a standard to cool. Cool is a standard.
Who writes these standards, sir?
It's a feeling. You don't understand cool.
Chase in chat says she looks like Coco with a VTuber. Argument for the sake of it. I don't watch VTubers. I don't know. But anyway, and Toru pretty much just adopts Miss Kobayashi, not the other way around. She's just like, you know what, you saved me, so now I'm going to take care of you. And she could be in the cute form most of the time, but if Miss Kobayashi needs to go somewhere, or they decide to fight because they do that they fight each other, because not only does Toru have just Toru, no, she brings all of her friends, like Fafnir, and, why can't I remember the little white dragon's name? Kana, and just, it's adorable. And then she does, like, fireball.
Yeah, adorable.
Mouth, which is super, that's cool. The fireball destruction. Have you even seen this anime?
No.
Well, then.
But what you're describing does not sound cool. It just sounds cute.
No, look, she
cool and cute.
She destroyed she wrecked something with her little fireball explosion mini supernova thing. So that is pretty cool.
You got one instance of cool. But
no. You still cannot say that having a dragon literally like adopt you as a person and just be like, guess what? You are my person now, and I'm going to take care of you. Is not cool.
I don't know. Have you seen Rick and Morty?
Which I'm not caught up in the current season, but I've seen a lot.
You'll see.
Okay. But look, that is the epitome of cool. I'm sorry, fight me.
No, it's not. You want cool? Coyote Stark.
I don't know who that is. So it's not
Bleach.
cool.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, this sounds like Spoilerville to me.
I don't care. Bleach. Espada. Numero uno. Coyote Stark.
Okay, tell me about this dude.
All
Even
right.
though I'm gonna get it spoiled for me, maybe I'll forget before we get there.
It's fine. Coyote Stark is, yes, so awesome. Number one, he was so strong that when he became an Arenkar, now normally what
He
happens
doesn't
is
look like a monster to me. He looks like a person, man.
he's an Arenkar. An Arenkar is a hollow that is turned into a humanoid form.
Is
Thus,
that a monster, though?
he has no heart, and he has a hole in his chest, and he's still alive. Also, technically a spirit, which counts as a monster.
All right, carry on.
So, Coyote Stark, dude had his power sealed away. Now, every other Arenkar, even the really strong ones, when they had their power sealed away, it became a sword, like Shinigami's. Coyote Stark was so strong, when he had his power sealed, it became another person.
Become another person.
That is how strong this dude is. That is, number one, is awesome. Number two, dude is just like the most, I don't care, you don't matter to me, because everyone who's ever been around him, no one could even get near him because they would die from the sheer pressure of his spirit.
So he's so amazing that just being close to him kills people?
Yes! Which is freaking awesome. Also, when he
pretty awesome.
When he finally transforms, he has the only guns in the entirety of Bleach. Dude has 2 pistols as his weapons, and he fires Ceros like they're nothing. In fact, he has an attack called Infinite Cero, where he just fires off thousands of Ceros. And if you don't remember, that's a big deal, because that's what the Manos Grande fire off that takes a ton of energy. Yeah, no, they're nothing to him. He just, thousands, let's go.
Neat.
He also creates freaking energy wolves. They just make them.
Energy wolves?
Yes. Energy wolves. They're awesome. It's just everything about him. It took 2 captains to fight him. Not just any captains either. It took 2 of the strongest captains to fight him. He's got that swagger. He's got the cool little, like, when he transforms, he's got the little, like, eye patch. He's got, like, the hair. He's got the I don't care attitude. He's got an awesome fur coat. He's got the awesome abilities. He's got the whateverness. He's that guy that's just like, when you see him at the start, he's lazy. He doesn't care about anything because he knows he's the most powerful. So he doesn't have to care. Like, he doesn't have to put effort into it because he's super powerful. That is the epitome of cool. The dude who just does things casual. Like, it don't even matter. Like, it ain't a thing.
Yeah, okay. That sounds pretty cool. But you know who else is cool?
Who else is cool?
Ryuk from Death Note. I don't know who's as cool as Coyote.
I give him a cool... He's got a cool design. I do like his design. His design is really cool.
You don't think that he was cool, that he's just like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm going to cause the apocalypse.
I think he loses a little points because of the apple thing, where he starts, like, twisting, and he just gets in those weird positions, and it just gets, like, a little weird.
Look, he's addicted to apples like human beings would be to, like, dependency.
Did you know that Shinigamis love apples?
Yeah, Shinigamis do love apples.
I don't think it's Shinigamis. I think it's just him.
Yeah,
he just loves apples. And if you guys know anything about CinemaSins, you know what eating apple makes you.
Oi! You did a swore.
It's fine. They'll change it. It's because of CinemaSins. If they can get away with it,
just do apple crunch noises while you say that.
Yeah, just the apple.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I mean, if you try to say apple while holding your tongue, you know what happens.
You say apple while holding your tongue, so it'd be clearly distorted.
Yeah, sure.
You know. Apple. See? Anyway, but look, so pretty much he's the one that he stole a Death Note because he still has his own, and he drops that Death Note and he wrote all the instructions. He did all of this because he was bored, and he wrote the
He just wanted to
instructions,
see what happened.
dropped it in the human world, and he's like, you know what? Let's see what happens. I'm key.
Yeah, no, see, that's what is cool. It's just casual, like, hey, little chaos. See, that's what I mean, though, man. That's cool. That is cool. And that's why I say, yeah, he's cool. He's got a good design.
Even when Pooh hit the fan and everything was just going down, he was just like, neat.
Yeah. No, he is the epitome of I don't care.
He was like watching an interactive movie. That's what he was doing. He was enjoying every moment of it too.
He's kind of like the Joker, you know, just like one little push.
I mean, he also plays video games, and like, look, he's just chill guy. He's cool.
Oh yeah,
like hanging out with the spirit of death, but
everything about him is cool until you get to the Apple thing. Like that's his one little thing. But you know, everyone's got to have one little thing.
I have lots of little things, but anyway, moving on.
Well, I mean, but like you got one little thing that kind of like reduces your cool points.
Yeah.
You know? Like the Fonz, everyone's like, oh, the Fonz is so cool, but then he jumps the shark and it's like,
look,
kind of not really that cool.
Look. I think his like of apples is cool because it adds to his character.
Oh no, what I mean by is him not getting the apples, him twisting things. That's where he comes like he's not cool. That's what I said. He becomes a little ridiculous.
That's fair.
Like
but look,
it's kind of like Gojo. Gojo's cool, and then he does stupid stuff, and you're just like that. Kind of reduces your coolness. It makes you awesome. You're fun, but that reduces the cool factor.
Look, sometimes it's okay to be a little bit less cool in order to be more awesome in general.
Yeah, it makes Ryuk hilarious. It's what drives you to him. Where it's like you can still be cool. It's just that one little thing.
Yeah. Do you have
a Chase, the cool versus awesome scale. Awesome and cool, not necessarily the same thing.
No.
It's weird because you can be awesome, but not cool.
And you can be cool but not awesome?
Yeah. Now you can be cool and awesome.
Awesome.
But it's a very fine line to be cool and awesome.
Well, one day we'll get into terminology about exactly what that means.
I think Frankie from One Piece is awesome, but not cool. Not
cool. Who do you think is cool then?
In One Piece, Zoro is cool.
No, what's your next cool entry on our cool list?
I'm gonna save my number one for the person that I think
thought these were in no particular order, my goodness.
Oh, they're not until we get to the number one slot. That's the only one that really matters. But I want to talk about Mr. Hollow Ichigo. And not just any form of Hollow Ichigo.
I should have worn the shirt.
You should have. The Vasto Lord form of Hollow Ichigo. That's
this
right.
Sounds like more spoilers.
Oh, it is. Ichigo becomes a Vasto Lord. No, Angels, you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it to see how awesome it is. Look at it and see the awesomeness. Observe the level of awesome. He's got cool demon horns, cool tattoo. He's got the long hair to add to the level of cool and awesome. He's got I even like the little like furry things on his wrist. He's got the claws. He just looks amazing. Are you looking? Are you looking at it? Look at it.
I am. I'm looking at it. It's very cool.
Exactly. That's cool and awesome.
God, I muted myself. Look, I would call him daddy. It is very cool.
The level of devastation he can wrought with just casual blows is absolute insanity.
Atomic Mercy in chat says spoil barrier activate. Yes.
It doesn't work. It doesn't stop the spoilers. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you who Vasto Lord Ichigo fights, but I'm going to tell you it is just raw devastation. Like, just grab, chuck, grab, punch, ripping limbs off, point blank, horns create a Sero.
Quit! Stop it!
I'm not going to. It's so awesome.
I want to see it myself whenever I get
You
there.
will, and you will love it, and it won't stop how cool it is. Just boom, explosion, amazingness. The amount of devastation, the amount of power, the amount of you ain't gonna stop this is off the charts. The tattoos, the horns, the like demon face, the just I am a monster, you cannot stop me no matter how hard you try.
Oh, Rukia says hello, by the way. Get down.
Well, that's a good thing because she ain't gonna stop this.
She's named after Rukia Kuchiki from Bleach, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But I got another one, and this one's not just one character; it's a lot of them. Because it's a whole world full of them, really. And how you gonna pick just one when there are so many, and some are cool, and some are cute, and some are dumb? But it's Pokemon. We cannot have a list about monsters without talking about the literal pocket monsters that started a lot of anime craze and a lot of people.
Okay. Now we're gonna have to discuss which ones are cool and which ones aren't.
Look! There is
cool.
893 Pokemon. We cannot sit here and discuss.
We don't have to discuss all of them. I just want to state Arcanine, cool.
Arcanine
Big
is very
old
cool.
fire dog. That's awesome.
Yes. Houndoom, very cool. Fire demon dog.
Oh yeah. Houndoom,
yeah.
Awesome. Rattata, not cool at all.
No.
Zubat, the least cool.
No.
Eevee, the most adorable.
Yes.
But not cool.
Not cool.
You see Eevee, you don't go, oh, that's cool. You go, oh, look at the little, no. That's not cool.
Yeah. All the fire ones are usually pretty cool. I don't know about all of them.
Charizard.
Charizard X is super cool.
Oh yeah, Charizard X, cool. Big black blue fire dragon. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That actually gets that dragon typing that he deserved this entire time. Yeah. And you can't say all the dragons are cool because even though most of them are, you get Dragonite. He's tough, but he's not that cool.
No, adorable in some ways. Adorable, not really cool.
Not cool.
The big old dopey dragon though. I mean, you gotta admit, big dopey dragon, adorable. Not cool.
Strong,
but
if trained right,
Yeah.
Lapras is also I don't know. Lapras is pretty. I don't know if she's like
Lapras is not cool. Lapras not cool. That's what it's like. Lapras also not cool. Adorable.
Lapras is cool.
Adorable. Lapras is adorable, but not cool.
Suicune, Entei, Raikou, those guys are cool.
Scyther?
Scyther's pretty cool. Scyther's pretty cool.
I like Scyther. I think Scyther's really cool.
Coughing, not cool.
Yeah. Oh, Blastoise. Blastoise, very cool.
Venusaur, pretty cool. Venusaur's pretty cool. We're gonna talk about the OG starters. Can't leave Bulbasaur out.
Gyarados is really cool.
Gyarados is very, very cool. Magikarp, not cool.
Dragonite, not cool.
No, Dratini is cool. Dragonair is cool.
A little cool. Gyarados,
very
good.
Cool.
Yes, Gengar. Awesome.
Gengar. What's some other? Marowaks are pretty cool. Marowaks, I think.
I do like Marowak. Slowpoke, adorable.
Not cool. None of the Slowpoke evolution line are cool. Sorry.
I think
those are your favorite Pokemon we're dashing on right now. Like, there's nothing wrong with them, but they're not that cool.
Umbreon is like on the cusp of being cool.
Umbreon and Espeon, I think.
It's like, are they cool or are they cute? It kind of like. I think Umbreon's more cute. I gotta lean I gotta lean towards more cute because when I see Umbreon, I think more awe than ah.
Yeah, you're right. And look, none of the little rodent Pokemon.
Pangoro.
Pangoro is pretty cool. I want to think of Panda from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I know. But Pangoro, cool.
Dratini is a noodle. Look, he's a noodle, but he's kind of not Dratini. Dragonair is the cool noodle. Yeah. Dratini's just the cute noodle. Dragonair is a cool noodle. And look, my sister actually loathes Dragonite and will never evolve her Dragonair because Dragonite's so not cool. And I'm just like, but he's so much stronger than Dragonair. So
I'm
take your
torn,
aesthetic out during battles. Take your aesthetic. There's no room for aesthetic here.
I'm torn though. Samurott, adorable or cool?
Samurott.
Yeah, is the one that's like a samurai seal.
I think he's pretty cool. I don't
know. I'm more leaning towards like adorable when I see it. It's like, look at it.
Yeah, look, you're right. A Mewtwo, cool.
Mewtwo.
Cool.
Mew, adorable. Mewtwo, awesome.
Yes, very. But look,
there's so many cool Pokemon that are trash in battle. Oh yeah.
Absol is a really cool looking Pokemon. I love Absol, and Zangoose is super cool too. And they don't get an evolution. Their stats are garbage, and
I really like Kabutops, but I don't really use Kabutops in battle. I just like the look of Kabutops.
Yeah, Kabutops can be really cool, really a good fighter if done well. Oh, Aerodactyl, that one's another one that's cool. Aerodactyl's cool.
Aerodactyl's pretty cool. I think the 3 birds are pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think the 3 birds are pretty cool. Like Zapdos.
Moltres.
No, Moltres isn't really that cool. Moltres is kind of more adorable. Articuno also really adorable. Now, Articuno, since Articuno's ice, very cool, but not cool.
Oh, look at you. You got the jokes.
Oh, Talonflame. Heck yeah, cool.
Talonflame is very cool. Biohazard in chat says Jolteon's one of her favorites. Look, Jolteon's almost cool. I'm going to say Jolteon's cool.
Shuckle, least cool.
Shuckle's not cool.
No, least cool.
Least cool. Wait, which is cooler, a Magikarp or a Shuckle? No, a Magikarp because it evolves to be a Gyarados.
Yeah, Magikarp because Magikarp evolves into Zoroark? Really cool.
Yes. Zapdos is my jam, but I like electric types. Yeah, look, we talked about electric and fire being the coolest things. We already discussed that.
Yveltal's cool.
What about not Luxray? There's Shinx Luxray, and then the third Electric Lion. He is pretty cool. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah.
He's super cool.
Empoleon, really cool.
Empoleon's cool. And then look, there's some that are like electric types that are not cool. Like Ampharos, decent, so well-built electric type. Not that cool. You're a super electric sheep. Sorry.
What is it? Is it Incineroar?
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
Super cool.
I mean, just like Cat Luchador, just Flaming Tiger Luchador, just all 3 of those things sound cool.
I have mixed feelings about that individual Luchador, but that's just for me personally.
Oh, and since you mentioned like Marowak, a Alolan Marowak, I think way cooler.
Look, I've had one shiny in all my games, and I've played every single game except for Ultra Sun, but I have it, and I don't have Pokemon Let's Go. But in every single Pokemon game I've ever played, I've had one naturally occurring shiny, and it was a shiny Cubone. Marowak holds a special place in my heart.
Alolan Marowak, though, gets the ghost subtype.
I have 11 shiny Pokemon.
It's just like, you got Marowak. I've never caught a freaking shiny Pokemon. So
But look, there's a lot of cool Pokemon, and we could literally do an entire cast, like not even do any other topics, but talking about Pokemon.
Sharpedo.
Yes, and our teams and stuff, and we could have a verbal battle with whose Pokemon team would be better, but we just don't have time.
Why? Well, there's an online Pokebattler that we can do.
Possible content in the future, guys. Maybe
that could be a fun one.
But anyway, what's your next one? What's your last one, DC?
All right. So I saved this one because I had to, because it ties into what we're doing in something else. Sukuna.
Look, I wanted to take Sukuna, but
you don't get to have Sukuna.
You
don't get to. I got it. I got to Sukuna first. Cause what do I need to say about Sukuna? What do I need to say?
Nothing.
Sukuna just breathe, just oozes cool and awesome and amazing, and just like everything about him, like the level of one of the episodes we watched when Sukuna came out and like the special grade curse, he was just like, hold on, I need to think. You
Yes.
sit over there, I need to think a little bit. And
Put
he's
you in
just
time
like,
out for a moment.
yeah, this
Well,
dude.
Chase in chat says that he had over 400 hours in most of his Pokemon games.
Whatever. Look.
Sorry, continue.
Sukuna, ultimate Pokemon.
I choose
4 arms, 2 faces, ultimate Pokemon. But I just mean, even when you look at
does he
Sukuna,
have?
4 arms, I don't know. But if you look at Sukuna, like when he takes over Yuji's body, the tattoos, like, I mean, we gotta admit,
those are cool. And then the eyes and the shape-shifting thing, very cool, very cool.
Yeah, the smile, the personality,
man.
Like everything about him, just like the casualness, the fact that when you go into his inner world, he's sitting on a throne of bones, just kicked back, like, yeah, what up? I got a throne of bones. What about it? I sit on a throne of bones and a lake of blood. What up? Like when you're casual about your mass bone throne in your lake of blood, you've reached coolness levels that shouldn't be possible.
Bone throne.
The bone throne. Like, come on, those are always awesome. Like, anytime you see someone sitting on a throne of like their enemies' corpses.
Yep, bone throne.
I know what you were thinking. Yeah, I know what you were thinking. But I'm talking
seriously. We got a big rooster.
Well, that's kind of the personality he puts off.
Have that big male chicken energy, though.
He puts off Big Bird energy.
Big Bird energy.
Hey, Big Bird. I would love to see Sukuna visit Sesame Street. That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun. Sukuna today's letter is K. Actually, I think Sukuna would be the type to be like, today's letter is S for slaughter. Because, like, even just
would he even be bothered with Sesame Street, though? He'd probably just be like, why am I even wasting my time here?
I think he would just snap and destroy the whole thing. Or he'd have fun with it.
Not Thanos.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we don't know. He casually just, like, punches Megumi through, like, 40 buildings. Like, nothing. Dude is powerful.
He did. He just yeeted like that boy.
And then he just casually is like, I'm gonna let you live. You know what? I like you. You got potential, kid. It's just everything about him.
He's very cool.
Especially when he was praising the cursed spirit for healing itself. Like, very good. You learned how to heal yourself.
And then a little bit later, he's like, what, you want me to praise you? Like, no.
I know. He's like, oh, you want me to praise you? No. Like,
Chase, we're killing Chase. We're killing Chase, guys. We're killing him with Black.
I love Sukuna so much. There's just everything. Every time he shows up, it's just like, yay! He makes you happy.
It's amazing.
I know, and he's a bad guy.
Is
he? I mean, he's literally
more like anti-hero. Kind of.
No, he was, even when he was alive, as Gojo said, when he was alive.
He's not alive anymore, and he's trapped inside a teenage, innocent, sweet cinnamon roll's body. So.
Oh yeah, no, Yuji, not cool. Yuji, innocent, sweet cinnamon roll.
Yuji, he's very cool. You leave him alone.
No, innocent, sweet cinnamon roll, not cool.
Fight you. He is very cool. You leave him alone.
I love him, but he's not cool. Like Yuji's
very cool.
No, because he's too dumb.
You leave my dumb alone.
That's not cool.
Are easier to deal with. You leave the dumb alone.
That's not dumb. Isn't cool, but it's like it's that sort of thing where you just want to protect him, and then he's got this evil, like horrible monster inside of him, and you just feel bad for Yuji, and you're like, you got such an evil, awesome creature inside of you. But when Sukuna takes over Yuji,
Yuji's very cool. I see you in chat. Yuji's very cool.
Chase knows what's up. Yuji,
that's like
cool.
Saying Gojo isn't cool, because Gojo's a dork too, but Gojo's very cool.
Gojo's, I can't say he's awesome. He's not cool. Just like I'm hyped for Gojo. I love Gojo, but he just
and cool. Maybe not
Who's
as cool as
awesome?
Sykkuno, but he is both awesome and
Sukuna.
cool. Sykkuno. But he's
Sukuna.
both awesome and cool. Have you happened to see the anime called The Ancient Magus Bride?
No, I haven't. I didn't have any interest in it when I saw it.
Look, Elias from the Ancient Magus Bride is both cool and awesome. He's like Fae. He's like got some human characters. He's got the skull of a wolf on his head.
Look.
Head. He's got like glowing red. Look at him. Look at him. He is cool.
No. I admit when you put him in like the monster form, that's cool. In the human form, he just kind of creepy.
That's that's just him. And he's got like the horns of a goat, glowing red eyes. He's got what parts you see of his skin is like purple. And then look, he's always well dressed, very polite, well mannered. Look, he doesn't understand humans or human emotion very well, and he doesn't like he feels emotion, but he doesn't know really well how to react to it. He's like, Chisei, I feel like this. Why? And Chisei's like, you're jealous. That's what that is. You're jealous. But look, what else is cool about him is he was lonely, and he's just this. He's a mage.
Loneliness isn't cool.
Let me finish. And he saw this girl being sold at an auction. He bought her. He took her home, and he goes, "You're free." But he says, "You can leave, but I would love for you to stay here. I would love for you to learn how to do magic, and then I would like to marry you one day."
It's the coolest monster cast, Chase. Not the cool cast or the monster cast. The coolest monster cast.
But look, the coolest thing about Elias is when he gets angry and goes full monster, as you can see over here.
Yeah, I like that you put out things that aren't cool about him, and then the cool thing.
I'm getting to it. Now, if you watch the show, and I heard if you read the manga, it gets even more in depth. I'm actually thinking about reading the manga when I have more time because I want to know more. I have plug your ears if you don't want to hear my theory that might be a spoiler, but there's no spoiler to it. There's nothing in the anime or the manga that proves this. I think he's a Wendigo because he was talking to somebody and he tells her the first memories he has. He doesn't remember his life before his current one. The first memories he has of being sad and eating human beings. And those were his first two memories of just desolation and sadness and hunting and eating human beings. And then like one of his times that he like gets angry and his form like shifts, he's like a four-legged bestial creature with like spikes all over his back. I couldn't find that one. So you guys have this dark
Wendigo? Doesn't really sound
yeah, that's what I was saying. Is I think he's a Wendigo. I really do. And the Wendigo is a cursed spirit through some Native American tribes.
Yeah, but it's more like it's
cannibalism.
Yeah, but it's more deer.
Well, look, it depends on which one you're going for because he gets like bestial and four-legged, and it's very, very cool. But
he could be a Wendigo. He could be a Wendigo. He just has he needs a little more deer to win.
He also like throws these temper tantrums from time to time. No, temper tantrums aren't cool, but it's because he doesn't know how to. But then you get to see him be all angry and Beastie Boy, which is cool.
That is cool. Yeah, I'll give you that. Those are the bestial moments where he's actually a monster are cool.
And when he actually gets angry boy when he's fighting, because look, he also has magic to make himself appear human. I didn't include that because he's just a blonde dude.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Yeah, not monster.
No, look, and then like when he gets got super angry, and it's so good because then he just like
sounds a lot like Beauty and the Beast so far.
Shut up.
Which also the Beast, whenever he starts to become more human, not cool. Kind of loses the cool factor.
Look, he's gotta be able to fit into his house.
Yeah, but okay. Do you know what else is cool?
What else is cool?
Anime Club.
Anime Club. DC, what's Anime Club?
Well, y'all know Anime Club is where we get together on Saturdays and we watch anime, not just anime, but anime movies. We're watching 2 animes, Death Parade and Jujutsu Kaisen, but we also watched a movie, My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, which is movie 2. But next week's movie is The Princess and the Pilot, which, I don't know, sounds like a knockoff of The Princess and the Pea. I wonder how they get the plane underneath the beds.
And then my brain also went to Porco Rosso. So
I know, right? Yeah, it's kind of like you go to Porco Rosso. It's like, what's The Princess and the Pilot? I haven't actually heard of that movie, so it'll be a new experience for all of us.
Yay! Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. The only way you can find out what we think about it is if you're a patron.
Yes, if you're a patron.
Yes, and then you could do it for as little as dollars. Words.
For as little as dollars. For as little as dollars a month,
I have to get tongue-tied at some point. It happens. You mention One Piece, I get tongue-tied. Every cast. It never fails. So the day that I don't get tongue-tied is the day you will not mention One Piece, right?
No.
Damn. But
no, I'm going to mention One Piece pretty much every time.
$1 a month minimum can get you all kinds of cool perks. And you get to see the post shows, and you get to see our season 0, which is not accessible to just anyone.
It's only accessible to you, the patron.
Yep, it is. But anyway, DC, what's the name of the episode? The first episode we watched this time.
Death Parade, episode 9, Death Counter.
Death Counter, indeed. What a cool name, and it was a cool episode.
You know what?
$1 dude.
$1 dude. So, yes, I will say
Irish there, not even Australian. Like,
I didn't try to go Australian, honestly.
Okay.
So
we literally start off where we left, because this was our first.
Yeah, it's literally like right off where we left off. Again, disappointing that they revealed the whole they're both killer. Because if they hadn't revealed that, and the episode went on as it did, would have been way more awesome. That would have had so much more impact.
You're right. And,
wow.
And they're just like, we want our revenge, and the black hair girl is just like, this is too much, and the detective's like, I'm going to protect the kid, and I'm going to remember I promised to protect my sister, and all that stuff was going on.
Yeah, they do a lot of talking about their feelings.
Black-haired girl gets some memories, and then black-haired girl and Beckham discuss the confusing memories, the jumbled images, and it's hard to make sense of, and he explains that he needs more than memories to judge them. That's why they do this.
Well, actually, I was going to talk about one thing before you got to that point, which was Bag Dude talking about how he was going to kill that guy, but he seems to have forgotten that he had a freaking bloody knife in his bag, which I don't know if it's just me. I would think oh yeah, there's that guy I want to kill, and then remembering, wait, I got a bloody knife. Did I already do that? I don't remember it. I don't remember a lot of things. I might have already done that. I would probably put 2 and 2 together and think that maybe I already killed the guy.
Yeah, possible. Well, anyway, the game's going on. They're doing their thing, and then black-haired girl's like, Declan, we need to stop. And he's just like, this is my job. I gotta do this.
Yeah, I liked what he's like, one cannot capture the true sense of a man from his memories alone. That was a good line. Also, Detective Dude kind of went a little crazy this episode, going on a rant about human garbage that don't deserve to live. And I was like,
killing bad guys is like his right thing to do. He had to do it.
Yeah. Chase says you would think that would be the first memory you got since it would be so emotionally impacting. I think the thing with the whole process is the memories closer to death are the ones that are fuzziest because of the trauma of death. So the closer to death the memory is, the more fuzzy it becomes. But I liked this whole little rant about human garbage, because are there some people in this world that probably don't need to be around? I can think of a few people like Charles Manson for one. Just throwing that out there. Crazy people that carve demonic stuff into their heads and go off on murderous sprees. Yeah, probably right. He might have a point. But not at the level he was going to, where he was just making it his goal. I gotta go out and somebody needs to do it. And I'm like, dude, you're a cop. You're a cop.
Be nice.
Your whole thing is that you arrest those people. And he's just like, nah, I'm gonna be Punisher.
Yeah, Chase in chat says, yeah, probably don't need the bad dudes. Look, there's a lot of bad people out there. But anyway, so
Yeah,
they're
the
playing
problem
the
is
game,
though,
and
the problem is once you start becoming judge, jury, and executioner,
you
where's the
become the bad
line?
guy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's sort of like what I liked about this episode is it really encapsulated the whole, like, once you start the judge, jury, executioner road, it's a slippery downhill, like not even a slope that's like this, it's like just a 90-degree drop where it's just like boom.
It is. But so anyway, the kid gets a memory, and he's at the blonde dude that assaulted his sister's apartment, and he stabs
Oh,
her.
come on.
He
Come
gets
on,
stabbed.
you
They
can't
get a,
skip over the little scenes where they're flicking the pucks and there's just sparks coming off of them.
look. Yeah, I mean, I can because I just did. But look,
Those
they're
were
playing the game.
cool. You're
Sparks
also
fly.
like, yeah, you're also skipping over him telling the kid that he's like, yeah, kid, you're not in the wrong. Wanting to kill that guy? Nah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. But
yeah,
he gets stabbed in the back. Then he stabs the blonde dude in the stomach.
yeah, exactly, Chase. One intense game of air hockey. And I do have to state,
even Twister was pretty intense in this series, man.
The Twister was awesome.
Like,
but
you guys might have been like dissing on this show for not being as good as Jujutsu Kaisen, but in its own right, for the show that it is good. It is really good.
No one said it's not good. It's just Jujutsu Kaisen's more my favorite. But I made a note because this moment where he does go to the blonde guy's house was really funny to me. And I know it shouldn't be, but it was just something funny about knock, knock, stab, stab. Just immediate, dude opens the door to stab. And I was like, I don't know why. It just, the idea of this dude just going to someone's house is like, knock, 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 stab, 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 stab. It's kind of funny. Just not in real world, but in anime land, it's funny.
Yes, it is. But anyway, so and the kid like collapse. The detective sees a knife. The kid explains, and then he realizes, "Look, I already killed the dude."
Yeah, he's starting to realize, I already did the murder.
Yeah, and he remembers his sister in the hospital. And like, I want them to die. And she mentioned that a man. There was two of them. That a man.
Yeah, one was just watching.
Yeah, so the kid's like, it's not over. I need to find this other guy and kill him.
The black-haired girl does not do well with those memories either.
No, she does not.
No, she's not doing well.
No, she's just really Chase in chat since never said it was bad.
Yeah, see.
Anyway.
We also get Tatsumi, the Mr. Detective Man, gets memories of finding his wife's killer and tortures the dude. Like we see him stabbing him, and the guy's like screaming for mercy, and he's just like still just kind of stabbing away, and then he kills him, and I was like, wow.
Yeah,
and not only does he do that,
like heard the voice of his wife when he was just sitting
there. Yeah, his wife saying thank you, and then he just like gets that smile, and I just wrote
that had to be a hallucination. I'm sorry, that's weird.
Yeah, I just wrote crazy.
Yeah, crazy indeed.
All I needed to write for my note for him was just like,
so
crazy.
While the detective's getting his memory, he collapses, and Deckham's like, you need to finish the game.
Yeah, and Tatsumi's like, or the bag dude is just like, no. Yeah, Shimada's like, no, we need to help him. Yeah. And Deku's just like, no, play game.
You called him Deku this time.
Deckham, yeah, sorry. It's because of the movie we watched this week. Deckham was just like, no, play game. Play game.
Yeah, and Deckham reminds
no
him
help.
It's stake. Da, 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 da.
What was that meme with the dog? No help. Only play.
No take, only throw. It's with the
stick. But for Deckham, it's no help, only play.
Yes, indeed. But look, and then the kid wants to quit. Da 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 da. The detective gets up and he's like, let's just finish. Let's do this.
No, not only let's just finish. He gives horrible life advice.
What did he say?
He was going on about how it was good to want revenge, and it was good.
Fueling the fire for the kid.
Yeah,
revenge.
Like murdering that dude was a good thing, and you should do that, and you need to go find the other guy and kill him too.
Exactly.
Also, he was like, we have to finish the game. You need to finish it. You need to end this. And I wrote in my notes, like, the dude wants to die, is what he seems like he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like goading the kid into like, do it. Do it. Do you remember The Dark Knight? The Dark Knight, the movie with Keith Ledger as the Joker?
Yes. Barely.
Yeah, you remember when he was in the road with the gun and Batman was like driving the car at him, and he's just like, come on, hit me. Yeah, that's what the detective was doing to me. He's just like, kill me!
Because they go back to playing, and the detective's pushing the kid, and he's like, your revenge is worth my pain. I don't mind being the sacrifice for your revenge. Like, he's just
yeah, he's just like constantly goading him.
And somehow the kid gets motivated by that. I would be really creeped out, and I'd be like, wait, look. So the play gets more serious. Then we get more sparks flying, more aggressive air hockeying.
I was just thinking. I was laughing as I watched this because I was like, "This is the most intense air hockey game ever."
Look, you're right.
I love how intense they make it.
So good, but
it is. Scores. Yes.
So we see Detective Memory again.
Yeah, and Tatsumi remembers he went to Blonde Dude's house.
Look, he goes to Blonde Dude's house, and because he's like looking at like case files and stuff, because this Blonde Dude apparently is a repeat offender, and he goes to the house, and he's careful that he doesn't leave any fingerprints, because that's
I'm sorry. Chase says you'd think the kid would be creeped out, but he did murder a guy. It's true. Yeah, he did murder.
But that's you're right. But so he sees like the perp and the knife, and then
Blonde Dude's dead, and then just like he's just like
we see him like attacked.
Yeah, I love what came next was Shimada's win, and like Tatsumi just kind of like goes over and grabs the knife, and he's just like, "Is this what I was killed with?" Just all casual. It's like, this is what I was killed with.
It's super casual, and Deccan's like, "Yeah, that's what you were killed with." And the kid's like, you're making a joke, right? So the detective reminds him that the kid was the one that killed the detective. And we get a memory.
He barks, and we get like a little flashback of him just like surprise screaming at him, where he just charges out of the bathroom.
Look, he's just like, in the bathroom. He heard the door open, and he thought it was the one that was watching. So he ran out and stabbed the detective.
Which, if you remember from the flashback, when he stabbed the blonde dude, he got stabbed in the leg. Which, I think it's like, what is it, like the femoral artery or something that's in like the leg? What's the major artery in the leg?
It's a femoral artery in the thigh,
which he probably got stabbed in, because he bled out pretty quick.
Look, I actually went, and because I was wondering why the kid died, and I went and looked it up, and that's what somebody said. That's the best thing if you think of.
But if you look at it and you see that scene,
I thought it was his back. That's what I read. No, it was his kidney that got stabbed.
No, he got stabbed in the leg, because you see his leg is like drenched in blood.
Well, you can get stabbed in the kidney and blood runs down the leg.
But it wouldn't be on the front of your leg.
Blood spreads.
It wouldn't be that thick in one spot on the front of your leg.
You can get stabbed in the side, and it can hit your kidney, and then
but just from watching the scene, he got stabbed in the leg. You actually see him get stabbed in the leg.
I don't know. But
anyway, that's what happened in the anime. It showed it.
And he bled out. Either way.
I don't know what you're saying. You don't know. He got stabbed in the leg.
Because it looked like his side or his back to me.
No, it was his leg. It's same color as his pants.
So, and then they also remembered the detective was like, the detective's like, you could have at least killed me with a clean knife. So I don't want to.
I got I've got that scum's blood in me now. I'm just like,
So the kid reasonably starts freaking out, and the detective's like, we're alike, and he knew what happened.
Yeah, I judge shady people. I judge people too.
He knew exactly what happened. He watched. He was a
watcher. He watched her get attacked.
He was a watcher. He was sitting there behind a tree watching his sister be assaulted the whole time.
Yeah, and then he gives out the worst line of logic. Like, literally the worst is, if I had stopped him, I couldn't have killed him.
Yeah, you gotta have a victim.
Yeah, there needs to be a victim is essential to pass judgment.
Look, I don't know. And the kid is reasonably angry. Very angry.
And he starts
so he rushes them, and they yell at each other. And the detective, he's like, I needed to do it just so I could judge the perp, so I could, find him guilty.
Horrible judgment. And then the kid's just like, Deckham's just like, well, what do you want to do? And the kid's just like, I want to murder him. And Deckham's just like, you can't.
But wait, the detective also said, look, you should be grateful your sister lived. He could have attacked another girl and she could have died instead of your sister. Your sister lived. And you got your revenge. What are you angry about? You got to kill both of us.
Yeah, what do you care? He's a horrible, crazy person.
He's like, I'll make you pay. Deckham's like, how exactly will you get this payment? That's just like, and black-haired girl.
Well, in the sub, Deckham literally just asks, "What do you want to do to him?" And he's just like, I want to murder him. And Deckham's just like, well, as you wish. You can't really murder people once they're dead, but you can cause them extreme agony.
And black-haired girl's just like, no, stop it. And he's like, shh,
so
information.
She goes, this is what happens. Like, he creates a puck stack of all of the dude's organs, and he gives the guy the knife, and he's gonna let him stab it. He's just like, do it. And like the black-haired girl's like going off on Deckham, yelling at him, telling the dude not to do it. The guy's like leaning, like, am I gonna do it? Am I not gonna do it? And she's like, look, there's more to humans than just like their sins. Humans are simple. They're not complex. They're super simple. They get mad over simple stuff. They do simple reasons for stupid things. Everyone carries the burden of the sins, blah, blah. She's like, she's trying to stop it. And that dude is just goading him.
Well, you can see Deckham was like touched a little bit.
Deckham's like grabbing his chest as she's yelling at him. Like, it's like he gets hurt. Like, his heart is hurting. And I made my little note, since we're 5 days to Christmas, and Deckham's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I don't know. It might have shattered because she was pretty savage about it.
But
she's like, "You think this is fair? You think this is judgment? This is cruel. That kind of stuff."
I put in my note though. Nah, Tatsumi's just crazy. Dude's just crazy.
The detective chimes in during her little spiel, and he's like, "No, you can't just put little people in these little black or white boxes. Like, any person has a capacity for being a monster."
He gives one good piece of advice though. Out of every crazy thing he said, out of all the craziness, he has said one solid, intelligible, good piece of advice, which is, if you can't change the world, change yourself. And that is the most solid, excellent piece of advice that anyone can ever have. If you cannot change the world, change yourself. It is great advice from a horrible, horrible, crazy man. Busted clocks are 8 twice a day.
Chase in chat says DC is killing me today. Please stop
killing
people.
I'm funny. I'm a funny man.
Murdering.
But I
know you said I wasn't funny. Appreciate that. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. I like that Shimada, unfortunately, though, despite everything, despite all of the convincing that black-haired girl tried to do, despite her grabbing on him, being like, think of your sister, think of what he's going to do, he thinks of his sister, and he decides, she even tells him, there's no hell. The void is just you gone.
Yeah, you gone. You're gone or rebirth, reincarnation. And then we get the credits, and then...
He's just... And he just don't care. Like, he's remembering his sister, and he's just like, yeah, stab away. Stab.
Look, I can't really blame the dude, though. Like, for real, I can't really blame him for being Stabby McStabberston. So
yeah, he kind of revealed that he's just crazy.
Look, the detective is kind of freaking nutso and deserves
both of them absolute bonkers. And our final end is just
where they go. But
we get the final scene is just the hell mask.
The devil elevator mask. Yeah.
We know where they both went.
They both went to the void. They were both yoked into the abyss.
I love the Black Heroes girls just like so weak, ineffective. Punch.
Yeah, she's not happy.
She's not strong.
No, but
she tried.
She did try though, and we gotta give her that much.
Yeah, and Deckham's kind of just left there like, I don't know what to do now.
Look, he's a little lost, but I want to
You
know.
know,
I mean, I want to know because Nona was watching all of this very closely. She set all this up to make this
oh
happen,
yeah.
and I want to know how she feels about what just transpired.
But you know who else is a little sad potato?
It was a sad potato.
Uh, our boy in Jujutsu Kaisen episode 9, Small Fry and Reverse Retribution. It was a really weird episode title.
This episode was a little different than our normal. We see that a kid getting beat up and bullied over
We find out his name
a
is
girl
Junpei.
saying that he
Yes,
was
staring
not
at her chest,
her chest. There you go.
and they're just
And
like, "Kiki, you staring at him, Kiki."
they beat the tar out of this kid.
Uh,
But
which
anyway,
we got a little interesting, an interesting philosophical question that he proposed. If there was a button that made everyone in the world that I hate die, I wouldn't push it. But if there's a button that made everyone in the world who hated me die, I would push it in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Look, I don't blame him.
Hey, comments. There's something to debate.
Yeah, look, if you would hit the button, either of the buttons, who knows? I might just be like, boop, both. I don't know, but anyway.
This episode was harsh. There's a lot that goes on. There's
lots of bullying. So the kid goes to the movie theater, and we're intersposed with these scenes of bullying and what happened.
Him getting bullied, and because the 3 people in the movie theater are his 3 bullies.
Which, if you remember, those were the 3 people that were brutally murdered at the end of the last episode.
Now, yes. Now, here's the thing, though. Did you notice that there was a teacher that just let it happen? He's the really big guy that was walking through the
murder, the bullying,
he was walking past. He looks out and he's like rubbing his face. He sees this happening. He sees him getting kicked. They're just kicking him, and he just turns his head and he's just like, "Do. I didn't see nothing."
Awful people. Awful.
Oh,
all of them are awful. But
yes, look, no, the whole thing is bad, and Junpei is based.
So the kid, is that his name, Junpei?
Yeah.
He actually sees Stitches appear in the movie theater.
Yes,
it's only those 3 kids and Junpei, and he watches it. And that's why at the end of last episode, we saw him come out and confront Stitches and be like, "Did you do that?"
Because it's revealing we already know Stitches is a cursed spirit, and we know that now Junpei can see him.
Can I also add the symbolism? If you paid attention to did you pay attention to the movie and played in the background during this?
Yes.
Where they're talking about the movie quotes about making a perfect being and creating perfect humans, and then we have Stitches, and I said maybe he was like half human, half curse. You know what I mean? There's a lot of,
I'm sorry, way off. It's more, have you noticed what Stitches does to them?
He messes them up.
He manipulates their bodies.
Yeah.
That's more of where the movie's symbolism is him being able to manipulate, and it gets talked about more later, but yeah, we get more scenes Junpei being bullied in there, and he like tells the girl off that is just like, they only keep you around because they want to use you basically for your body, and they're just like, whatever. And then it comes back to them in the movie theater. They're like, she's no good now because she won't let us do that. It was just like, wow, you horrible people.
And there are people like that, though, unfortunately.
I didn't like Stitches.
Yeah. Junpei is like, can I do that too?
Well, we gotta talk about a little bit about Stitches just being like, hey, you shouldn't talk while in the movies. Touchy, touch.
Yeah.
Entertaining. Yeah. And yeah, he's like, can I do that too? And then, yeah, that was we get like police arguing, because it like cuts forward to police arguing like, hey, they got here first, who are these guys? And the one dude's just like, hey man, if you want to make it to retirement, pretend you never saw it. You never saw none.
Yeah, that's true. And it's a blonde glasses guy and Yuji, and they're doing their thing, and he's teaching them about residual curse energy and like how to see it. and stuff like that. It's
And
pretty neat.
it's funny because he's like, oh yeah, no, a true sorcerer would have noticed the residual energy before seeing it. He's just like shutting him down every time. And he's like, all right, let's head out. He's like, yeah, let's give it our all. And he's like, no, we're moderate effort will do. Use moderate effort. He's just like, come
That's
on.
it, just moderate. And then we find out that his name is Nanami Kento. He's Gojo's friend. He's an ex-salary man.
Yes, the ex-salaryman sorcerer, and he's a first-grade sorcerer. And Yuji's like, oh, nice to meet you. And he's like, should we do introductions? And then they do introductions. And he's just like, all right, let's move on. That's like what happened. And he's
that was it. And you find out that he doesn't like sorcerers.
To quote, he says he thought being a jujutsu sorcerer was poop, but he used the other word.
Yes.
And then he went to go become a salaryman, and he found that work is poop. But if both are poop, he's gonna do what best suited for him, which is pretty good advice.
Yeah, it is. And
he trusts and has faith in Gojo, but no respect.
No respect at all. And then Yuji also makes a note of the stronger sorcerers cover their eyes.
Yeah, he noticed like glasses or something like that.
Glasses, blindfolds, whatever.
Yeah, and Nanami tells,
They got a lot of work to do. And look, glasses dude, Nanami, he just gives zero cares.
He's like, Yuji, be useful. And Yuji's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do all this, going to be useful. And he's like, yeah, say that to the higher-ups, not me. Because, frankly, I don't care.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
No.
So then they go on to discuss the corpses of the 3 victims and the young man that was there as well. And they're like, is this a cursed spirit? Was it a young man? Was he the culprit?
Yeah, who did it? Was it the boy? Was it him? Because cursed spirits can't be captured on camera.
Exactly. So they caught the kid on camera, and so they know that he's there. So, and then we see, like...
They go to the rooftop, and there's these 2 cursed spirits, and, like, lunchbox and good detergent. I love
the bunny one. That one was really, really weird.
So
really weird. So
Nanami, I do like Nanami here because he's like, hey Yuji, if you have a problem, call me and I'll take care of it. And Yuji's like, don't you have faith in me? He's like, it's not about having faith in you. I'm an adult, and an adult must prioritize the life of a child over himself. And I was like, good guy, Nanami. Like, nah, you're a kid. I'm an adult. It doesn't matter if I think you can handle it. Your life is more important.
And I put it as good adulting. And then he also says something like, you're not an adult until you build
I love yes. His whole line's like, nah, that's not what being an adult is. Being an adult is when you find more hairs falling out, or your favorite stuffed bread isn't sold anymore. It's the accumulation of those little despairs. And I was like, that's too real. That's too real. There's so much stuff that's not sold anymore that I loved. And I can't get a hold of. And I'm like, dang, too real. Stop it.
Then we find out that Nanami's ability is to calculate weak spots.
It's a 7-3 ratio. So it's 7 to 3. In between that ratio, he creates a weak point that lets him do critical damage. And he can even cut with a blunt knife.
Yes, he can. He is pretty much a video game character that has a high crit ratio.
He really is. It lets him do...
His observation, by the way, I'm not taking claim for that one.
Yes, he can do high damage to high spirits and cleave weak spirits in half. Then Yuji gets punched into a home run.
He does.
It literally hits the thing. It's home run.
Now,
I love this anime
killed
so much.
The detergent one with the wrapped blade. It wasn't even unwrapped, and he just wrecked it.
Here's an important thing that he does reveal, though. He reveals how his power works, and Yuji's like, why'd you do that? And he says, it's better to reveal it if it misleads the enemy, but also by revealing one's hand, they make a pact that strengthens their technique. Well, pacts are very important in this world. Like, basically, the pact here is that by giving up this information of how your attack works, which inevitably means that the enemy knows how to counter it, it makes your attack more effective because you've given yourself a handicap. So by sacrificing one thing, you gain another. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I like it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And he keeps telling Yuji. I like that he keeps telling Yuji, also focus on the fight. Yuji's like, what am I supposed to do? Focus on you or the fight.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Giving Yuji lessons while he's trying to fight. Yuji's trying to do both things. But Yuji gives Yote, and then he pops out and he gets serious, and we see a flashback to training with Gojo,
Yes.
and about Yuji's curse power is slow.
Yeah, so when he puts curse power in his fist, he hits you first, and then the cursed energy hits you, and they call it Divergent Fist.
They do, so you get like a double whammy, pretty
Yes,
much.
and he
It's an
stated,
accidental thing. Yuji
yeah,
doesn't mean to do it.
yeah, he's like sorcerers train their entire lives to try and do this, and you just do it accidentally. And
Yes.
Nanami's like, so his base strength is at 120% of a normal sorcerer's output, and
Yep.
then it hits him with his cursed
Bam.
energy, and
Mhm.
he's like, if he learns to put 100% of his energy into 100% of his martial arts, he would be terrified.
Yep. So they beat up the dude. They beat up the
Yes,
dude, and
and
then he takes
we
a
get,
picture of it because he sees
yeah,
his watch.
and he's like, hey, do you notice something? He's like, I thought you can't take pictures of cursed spirits. He's like, you
You
can't. What
can't.
we've been fighting is, and I loved this, it cuts to the doctor, and she's like, they're humans, not cursed spirits. And their brain stem has been tampered with, which resulted in them being all like crazy and acting like cursed spirits. And that they
Yeah.
were already dead from the shock of being transformed.
Yes. So they were pretty much cursed spirits in a living body.
Yeah, terrifying, because they could use
Yeah.
cursed energy. So whoever was doing it can give them cursed energy, and we already know who did it because we
It's
saw
what
him
it
do it
is.
earlier. It's Stitchy Man, and I
And
liked
then go ahead.
Nanami talking about to Yuji's like, if he can get genuinely mad on someone else's behalf, he's got a good potential, and he's like, all right, let's go all out. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and then look, Nanami also assumes that it was intentional,
Yeah,
that
that they were led there.
they were led there, that the bad guy wanted them to see this, they wanted them to fight them and realize it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and then they
Yes.
chat about the curses and cursed
Yeah.
energy,
Well,
and
that's Stitch Dude and Junpei
oh yeah,
talk
yeah, yeah.
about the curse is accumulated energy from a shared image of fear, and that's what creates a manifestation of a curse. So he talks about how the Nine Tails and like that one bathroom spirit are special grade potential apparitions
You know that's an anime.
because
That
what?
bathroom spirit is
Yeah,
they made it an
it's
anime.
well, it is it's a myth in Japan. It's a really weird thing, but yeah, and it's a horrifying creature when you read about it. But I did like that he talks about like the Nine Tails is a potential apparition because
Mm-hmm.
humanity's accumulated fear of it, and so he talks about how people fear more than ghost stories. People fear the earth, forests, and oceans, which is what I was talking about before. And the fear of those things is so large that they gained consciousness before they gained form. So they came
Exactly.
out already conscious. And he reveals, he's like, what kind of curse are you? And he's like, I'm a human curse. He is humanity's shared fear of humanity. Which,
Which is pretty
think about,
cool.
the way it's kind of explained earlier was that like it's the population density and the group shared fear that creates the stronger curse. But like it's not just like Tokyo that has the fear of humanity. It's the world. The world.
Yeah, 100%. It is completely the world. Did you notice how friendly Stitches was during this
Oh yeah.
scene?
Oh, he's like, you're so easy to
Very
talk to.
friendly.
Yeah, it's stress
Very,
free.
very,
He's
very
I
friendly.
I love him. He is crazy.
I kind of dig it though. But and then
Oh
we
wait.
see Nanami and Yuji. They're like planning and looking for
Looking,
Stitches and stuff
yeah,
like.
they talk about a curse user being a evil sorcerer. Uh, yeah, and they're like, debating as though, oh, where could they be? And then he's like, look, Yuji, you need to go after Junpei and figure out what's going on with that. And they're like, yeah, let's go. And they leave, and he lives with glasses dude, and they sort of just like come back, and he's just like, you already know where the guy is, don't you? And he's just like, yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
do. Yeah,
it's just yeah.
yeah,
And he's talking about left clues intentionally again,
yeah.
testing lure bait. Who knows? But he wants Yuji protected, so he sends him out on like a red herring mission.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like he doesn't.
Yeah.
And then Yuji just like comes back and he's like, "Thanks, good luck, Nanami Sensei." And he's like, "I'm not your teacher. Don't call me Sensei."
I have a feeling that something bad's gonna happen to somebody in this whole little trifecta we have going on here.
Yeah,
because we have Glasses Dude and Yuji, and then we have
they're
Don
stalking Junpei with like little curses in a box.
Yeah,
little cage curses.
I don't know. It's weird. They're stalking him around. I don't know what they're using the cage curses for, but I hope we'll find out.
Yeah.
And then our ending, which was amazing.
Which was Gojo. Gojo being like, "Nanami, I have something important to talk to you about."
No.
And he's just like, "No," and he walks off, and he's like, he's on a train, and Gojo's there with a sign that's like, "Satoru." He's like, "Talk to me."
Makes it all dramatic, a little bit of a gag, running gag, like, "I need to talk to you, super important." And then finally he's like,
and then he's alone. He's alone, and he like reaches into his pocket, and he's got a note, and it's like, "To Nanami," and it's like Gojo's little happy sign, and he opens it up.
It was a drawing of a body part that is commonly mocked and made fun of. So it was funny, and
it was another word for rooster.
Yes.
An elephant trunk, if you will.
Yes, the peen. We can say that, right? Peen. It literally just was a drawing of like it, and it said the word, and there was like a little heart, I think, as well. That was something I'll do to my friends. Just be like,
so dumb.
I have to tell you, peen. You know, like the word.
So dumb. It was so Gojo.
Overly friendly Stitch Man and Rooster appears again. Yes.
It was so dumb, but it's so Gojo.
It is. It really is. And it says Heart Gojo.
Yeah, I love Gojo so much. That's why he's not cool. He's not cool. It's not cool. It is hilarious.
I think he's cool. I think he's cool. I think he's very cool. Gojo is a cool boy.
So
look.
We got something else to do.
Our movie was My Hero Academia movies, right?
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the post show. If you're a Patreon, where it's on to you get to see it there.
But look, and for our Empire News, as always, we're going to thank all of our Patreons. We're going to thank Chase, which is a Soul Reaper tier. We're going to thank Words Are Hard, Zach Cake, which is a Jodine cheer, Lissa AXO, and Adam Sharpinski. Thank you guys. Those both were also Soul Reapers. Thank you so much for supporting us and supporting our cast, and we appreciate you guys.
We hope you had a good laugh this episode.
I hope you did. We all had a good chuckle and had a good time, and that's about it for this week. Remember, if you guys have any suggestions for anything, throw it in the Discord. We're there. We're active in the Discord. We'll chat with you if you guys want, depending if we find you cool or not. You know, like some cool monsters. If you're a cool monster, I will definitely talk to you. Just saying.
Leave your cool monster comments down below. Tell us what your coolest monster is. What do you think?
Please.
And take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Have a good one. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Holidays.
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever you celebrate.
All of the things you celebrate. Just have a good time. Bye, guys.